Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where this offensive is a thing. Things are moving around. We may get pushed back here. I think we will. We're currently moving this infantry unit in. Do we want to move anything around over this way? Honestly, I don't think so. I think it's fine. This over here, it just is what it is. There's not a lot we're going to be able to do about that. But what are we going to do about this situation over here? Now, we have managed to fill out a lot of our manpower over this way in the last episode. It's much thinner here and here. That said, I just remembered that we haven't checked on this. Yeah, so this happened again this time. It seems to work when you keep it to around 8 divisions. And it only sort of works beyond that. Good to know, but that's some manpower that we can immediately soak into our armies. So that's good. Now, this counterattack isn't really working. I would like to just kind of hold this line for the moment. I'm thinking about building forts in these locations, because these are all plains provinces. So we build like a single land fort level here, here, and here. Actually, let's build it up to 3 so that it's the same as this. Like that. That should get built fairly soon, and hopefully we'll be able to dig in and stop their offensive. I don't think they're going to push us out of any of these locations. This is a desert province. We might want to build a couple of land fort locations here as well. But I think this is lower priority, like here. Okay. Did these only get 2? They did. Let's bump those up to 3. There we go. And those will take, what, like a week to make each? 4 days? Yeah. Hopefully they'll give us the time to build those. They've stalled out. They don't really have much for supply out here. Well, they have some supply. Their supply is dropping, though. Interesting. Well, we're definitely going to dig in here. I don't want them to push further than this line. There's 1 land fort in each of these locations. That is now far, far tougher for them. Fantastic. So with our manpower trickling over to the front lines, I want to take a look at our logistics here. It's non-awful. One thing I'm wondering is, does this coloration indicate the state supply scale? It must, right? Well, if that's the case, yeah, I think that's what that indicates. Okay, good to know. Cool. So they've stopped their push. They stopped their push over here too. And our land forts are going to be done here soon. I'm going to wait to counterattack until our land forts are built. And our manpower is still trickling into the armies. So we'll give that a moment here. We're definitely seeing that manpower helping our fighting strength out here. Is it helping us over here yet? A little bit, but it's taking a lot longer to make its way out over this way. Okay. I do want to check in on the air war out here. We only have 43 planes here right now, and that is, of course, because we're swapping over to production. There we go. We're swapping over to these. I'm going to bump that up to a higher priority than the modern tank chassis. And I would like to... Oh, the British Empire is just not delivering what we need right now. I'm going to grab 1 more civilian factory's worth from the US. And then hopefully the British Empire will start actually delivering the steel. Actually. Delivering 111. We can back off. Well, that's a buy amount of 109. Okay, and now we can get the rest from the US. There we go. That's much better. Fantastic. So if we look at our construction then, how many are we... Oh, that's only one more factory. I like it. That's great. So our land forts are going to be finishing up here in just like 5 days. It's a little slower than the other ones, but I guess maybe it slows down as you get closer to level 10. I'm only going to level 3 land forts here. I don't think we need more than that. We are out of manpower, of course. So all of that manpower has filtered over to the front lines. And this out over here, I'm going to tell them to stop that attack for the time being. Just chill here. And do we have land forts out here? Level 5? Let's get those queued up like so. We're just digging in on this front. I'm not going to wait too long on that, but we now have this line much more reinforced. So I would like to begin our advance out over here, if we can. Let's see how this looks. Okay. I think that's quasi-reasonable. Emphasis on quasi. So, yeah, this seems to be reasonably fine. We did lose some civilian factories at some point. I'm going to move this up like so, but that should be okay. So we're going to push up over here. I think that we're going to get that. Maybe. For the moment, I'm just letting this happen automatically. We did push some of them out of there. They reinforced. Cool. And as far as this over here goes, like I said, we're just digging in. Wait a second. The US pushed in here. Get down here. Cool. So the US pushed in, but gave it to us. That's fascinating. So we're going to move into to defend this area. What is our logistics situation out here again? Yeah, we have a supply hub here. Okay. So that's a relatively big deal. We can have these infantry units launch an attack here. Now, this is across the river, so I'm not expecting too much out of that. But the U.S. forces are not aiding us. We can take our... Yeah, this already did what I wanted it to do with those 3 tanks. I want to add in these tanks as well, and these infantry units. Okay, they're sending reinforcements down. We're gonna have to chill here. But that might be an opportunity in the future. How are we going over here? We're sending troops up to reinforce this area. We got kicked back out of it, though. We didn't get there in time. Okay, now we got it again. And mass confusion is reigning here. Perfect. I'm not sure if we're going to get this province or not. Actually, it looks like we will. So that's perfect. We'll let that be for the moment. I want to check in on our tanks. Okay. And we need like 1 billion fighter 3s, allegedly. How many do we have right now? 51. I wonder how much of this is manpower and how much of it is we just don't have the planes for this. Let's check in on our logistics here, and we can check on our fighters. So we don't have any in storage. Okay. And we're making like half of one per day right now. It needs work. We're working on it. We're working on that production. So, I definitely want to take this location. That's a huge, huge deal if we can do that. The question is, well, first off, why are we building land forts here now instead of here? That's one question. The second question is, should we be building land forts here? I think the answer to that is an absolute yes, at least up to 3. So we'll get that going for the time being. I want to be able to defend this front. Very much so. Okay, they're piling a lot of troops in here with 14% supply status. Fascinating. I feel like we should be able to take this. At some point. I don't think that point is now. The river is definitely problematic for us. But their supplies are very grim down here. That's very clear. And the question is, at which point can we make that work? I don't know, but we're watching for that opportunity, for sure. I think that opportunity will happen fairly soon. Let's take a look at what we need for manpower. Let's see here. Not this screen. This screen. So we need like 150,000. Hello, pause menu. That's unsurprising that we need 150,000. That's about what I expected, to be honest. So it's all good for the moment. The real question is, how are they doing on their supply here? Let's take a quick look. I mean, they're producing a lot, but they're also fighting on a lot of different fronts, right? 475 to 799. That number feels like it hasn't really changed substantially in a while. And I think that's because the offensives on multiple fronts have stalled out. This is stalled. They've kicked the... Hang on. The United States has invaded up here again. They had kicked the US out of Europe. But it looks like the US is trying again. And on the Asian front, this is just completely stalled out. Nothing is happening anywhere. So that's the thing. Okay. I very much want to attack here. Let's actually check what they have for air right now here. Interesting. There isn't a way that we can move this aircraft carrier up to here. Yeah, we don't have ship basing rights in French Commune, I think. Let's see what we've got here. Ask for docking rights. They will accept. Okay. So we're going to send our fleet here up this way. Cool. I would like to intercept supplies coming into this fort, for sure. We're going to set them on patrol for now. And remove them from that area. And add this area. There we go. That is always counterintuitive to me. I don't know why, but it is. So there we go. We'll get that going. And that should be able to hopefully do some interception up over this way. I don't think we need the Mozambique Channel anymore. So we'll remove that and add the Gulf of Guinea to this fleet as well. And I don't know what this fleet is doing. Chilling? Operating in Gulf of Guinea. Okay, yeah, that's the fleet we just had. Cool. So that'll be fine. We'll hopefully blockade their supply shipments over here and make a bad situation worse for them. Now, as far as this offensive goes over here, it looks like our general is not particularly willing to launch any attacks over here. I can't say I really blame him for that. I'm not sure that I want to launch too many attacks over this way either. Maybe a couple probing attacks like this one, but realistically, that's not going to get anything done. That's just going to waste manpower. Let's go ahead and stop attacking for the moment, and let's just dig in here. I want to get all of this front capped out. I don't want to get pushed past this point. So we'll get started on that. That'll take a little bit of time. Hello. The Americans are attacking here. We join this attack. Wait. Oh, okay, there it is. I was going to say, we join this attack. If we can cut this off, that's huge. Do they run out of supplies before we do? I don't know. That kind of depends on how committed the Americans are to this attack, I think. And the answer is not very. They're not tremendously committed to this, but we can see there are 4 units retreating here. Are they moving reinforcements in? They are not. Okay. I want to keep this attack going as long as possible. I really wish the Americans would do a little work there. Hang on. Can we reveal this intel? No. We need to start decryption on... Hello, console. We need to start decryption on the German Empire here. Okay. There's an additional retreat. I'm going to toss these guys into the fight now. They've recovered a bit. And all of these guys will continue to assist. Crossing this river is hard. There's no doubt about that. It's very, very hard. Unfortunately, it's not going to work. We're going to let up on our attack here. And that means that the Americans let up on theirs. Now, there are are there reinforcements coming in here? There are reinforcements coming in. They do have retreats happening. But we need to build our strength back up on this front. That's for sure. Over this way, things are going reasonably fine. We're simply digging in. It shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to bring these up just so that we have some level of land fort in all of these locations. There we go. Shouldn't be a problem at all. We'll just get all those land forts done, and we'll think to strike out from a position of strength there. I really, really want to take this province. Very badly. But we do definitely lack the tools for that. Mongolia wants to move troops through our territory. Accepted. Okay. Their supply status is 22% here. They are substantially weaker than they were before we launched that attack. The question is, can we take advantage of that? This river is making things complicated, for sure. And here's the other point to make about this. Once we take this location, this will expand this line to being 3 provinces to defend. I don't think that's a problem, but that is something to consider. But I would love to take Lagos here. Now, we are trying to blockade them a bit. We can see that we actually have full naval supremacy here and here. They do have access to the Suez Canal, so they're able to come through here. So we're not preventing them from coming down this way. But we are definitely causing an issue for them. I think there's no doubt about that. Their supplies are grim. Can we exploit that? We can try another attack here. Hang on. They have units leaving. And coming in. What is our fighting strength here? 25. Yeah, it's not good. It's definitely not good then. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to try to preserve some manpower along this front by digging in as much as possible and making them expend a lot if they want to take this. That's the plan there. And on this front, we're awaiting an opportunity. Okay. They're definitely slow to move. Wait, what attack is happening here? Oh, they're attacking here. Okay. That might be an opportunity for us. They're attacking here as well. What if we were to launch an attack here? Right now. That doesn't look very viable, if I'm honest. We could assist this attack. Which we'll do. We'll go ahead and assist that. I would love to see them get pushed out of here. We're now the only ones attacking. The Americans gave up their attack, so we're going to stop. That's definitely not going to be a thing that we continue on. Okay. So in terms of our construction here, elections will be held as usual. In terms of our constructions here, they are progressing. And they'll be done reasonably soonish, to be honest. Reasonably soonish. But we need to find a way to break through over here. And honestly, I feel like that needs to be the Americans committing. Now, we could definitely add a railway like this. And I don't think that's a terrible idea. That will be heading down to connect into this railway, would be the idea. So we'll get that underway. And we already have one level of railway done there. That's actually very quick, so that's good. And at this point, it's going to cost them a huge amount if they want to push into our fortified locations over here. So that's good too. For the moment, this seems to be reasonably fine. Let's go ahead and queue up our cheese manpower. And we know for a fact that it's about... Actually, we're better off with infantry. It's slightly more manpower than the armored divisions. So I'm going to try queuing up 10 and seeing how that goes. Fingers crossed. So we'll get that going. I just wanted to get our manpower that was generating over the course of the episode there. I wanted to get that into the armies, so that'll be fine. I mean, it would have gotten into the armies anyway, right? But that'll be okay. So the real question that I have here is, when are we going to be able to take this location? This is such a huge deal for us by cutting this connection. And I'm not sure when we're going to be able to do that. Getting manpower up here would be very, very helpful. Our manpower out here is reasonable. It's not perfect, but it is reasonable. So that's fine. But it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to attempt to push in over this way. Attempt. Everything's pretty stalled out right now. There's no doubt about that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, Jens Graham, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.